Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Jordan Experience podcast. My name is Troy Jordan, and I'm making this podcast in association with the fine folks over at GNN. I don't really know why I kind of came up with this idea, but I knew I wanted to do something, and so I'm here to provide you all with some quality entertainment, whether that be through guests or stories or just generally things like that. So in this first episode, I think I'm going to just outline how things are going to work going forward, what the release schedule is going to look like, maybe just a little bit about me, some ideas about guests, and how to reach out to me for feedback or, if you're interested at all. So right away, when I first learned about GNN, I kind of just became very interested in just the group itself. It's a great dynamic in there, but I knew I wanted to kind of expand my horizons and kind of do my own thing. Because if I joined GNN and did the type of videos that they do, which are great, appreciate them. But I just knew I wanted to be myself and do my own thing. So here we are with a podcast. Always wanted to do one. So, generally speaking, I'm going to have segments throughout the podcast going through maybe some local news stories, maybe some stories from my life, and of course, I'm going to bring on guests, a couple of our fan favorite teachers, some fellow students, things like that. I think it's going to be a great time. But moving on, I'm a junior. Again, my name's Troy Jordan. Junior here at the Goshen High School. Lovely place. And I think that honestly, I'm just really excited to get this going. And this first episode, it's kind of going to be like a boring little one-shot piece. It's not going to be entertaining, I promise you that. So, this first episode, the whole thing's going to be entertaining, okay? Don't take me out of context, all right? So, going forward with just some things that we might do here, because I know that people are going to be interested in actual content, not just me talking about what it's going to be like. So, obviously, I brought up bringing on guests, teachers. I've already set up a couple interviews with some favorite teachers of mine. Of course, we'll be talking about things that are going on in Goshen. And a gigantic goal of mine is to involve the audience, you guys, as much as possible. So I want to make sure that you guys are heard and are able to reach me. So, that being said, feel free to email me at 2023 troyjordan@warriors.goshenlocalschools.com with any ideas, any questions, anything you want to know, if you were interested in being on, because I would love to have you. But I think it's going to be a very laid-back kind of thing, something you can just put on in the background. Just generally be an entertaining sort of deal. So, moving on to, or going back to some ideas that I have, maybe some sort of every episode type of thing where I've got, a quote of the episode, or some sort of song or a book or TV show recommendation. Just to kind of, just throw something out there that you guys may be interested in. I know that the fine folks over in the GNN room already run down sports and weather, so I'm not gonna get into any of that. If you want to know what's going on during the week, I would definitely recommend going over to them. I think my podcast is going to be more of a broad sort of thing, where not just news in Goshen. We can go over, some interesting, maybe some crazy stories happening around the country, because I know that there's more going on in the world than just what's happening in Goshen. That's not a diss on Goshen. Great place. Just making a point. So, I think that another thing that could happen is bringing on, maybe every episode we bring on somebody throughout the building or even the district or something like that, that just shows what it is to be a warrior. Someone that, to put it simply, just did something good, because we don't hear a lot about, good things that people are doing. I hear all the time from people, stories about, some kid did that, and I don't want to be that guy where I'm just kind of spreading, drama or, these, negative stories where some kid, did some action. I don't want to be that guy. So I'm here to be positive. I'm here to spread a little cheer. I know it's currently, today's date is January 21st when this is being recorded. Kind of the dead zone of the year. January's boring. February's boring. Not really much going on in the third quarter. That's how it is every year. So I'm hoping I can provide just a little bit of light in the dark, so to speak. Obviously, this first episode isn't going to be some masterpiece. It's going to be, rudimentary, kind of, like I said, going over everything. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. The people that I work with are great. Shout out to the producer, Katelynn Humphreys. I wouldn't be in this position without her. So, I don't really know. I'm just hoping that I can do something right for this school, for GNN, for this community, because this place, Goshen, is, as much as you hear negative things about it, it's a great community to live in. I appreciate, every single one of, my friends out there who, just make coming in here every day just a great experience. The teachers out there who are, just great human beings. Before I moved to Goshen, I lived in a town called Coleraine. It's over on the west side. I lived in a neighborhood called Northbrook. Very, it wasn't a nice neighborhood, to put it, in the best way possible. It wasn't a nice neighborhood, and there was no, connection to the school district or the community. And after moving here, you really feel kind of connected to the people. and we have, there's so many ways that you can get in touch with the community. There's so many the ways that the school reaches out to people. I know there's things the resources in the office if you need something. There's, they hand out food to people in need. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, they were making beds in Wood Tech for kids who were sleeping on the floor, and it's like I've never seen that kind of community outreach before, and it's incredible to see. So, to make a long story short, I'm looking forward to giving back through the best way I know how. Entertainment, being a talker. I think it's what I do best. And I don't really know. But moving on to how exactly episodes are going to come out, I'm hoping that we can do a sort of 1 to 2 a week. I'm hoping it's kind of keep it simple, not, it's not going to be some flashy sort of thing, but 1 to 2 episodes a week. Like I said, lots of different things that are going to be on these episodes. It all just depends on, if I can get everything ready in that time period. Should I not get an episode out that week, I'll, make an announcement of some sort. But I'm really excited to be looking. I'm really looking forward to this project, and I'm ready to get some teachers on here. I've already got some great questions. Hopefully I can get some good quality, entertaining stories out of some people. And the big thing is, like I said a little while back, I want to get you all involved. I want to talk to you guys. I want to, let your guys' voices be heard. So feel free, again, to reach out. And I would love to interview, or even just like a, 1-2 question type of thing. Because I've got so many great ideas, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think it's going to be a great experience for everybody involved. So, I think I'm almost through with everything I want to talk about. I think so. Not the most entertaining episode, but you got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, and I am very grateful for the people who made this possible. Miss Slagle for letting me join GNN again, Katelynn Humphreys, just everybody in GNN. Very great people, and I am very happy to be moving forward. So, that being said, whenever this episode is published, expect a week from then for the next one to come out. And that second one will be the real deal, content, stories, that sort of thing. So, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you listening. I hope to see you all in the future episodes when we have a lot more to talk about. I think that's all I have. So thank you all for listening again, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.